The EDCU is split into three main parts: aircraft management, aircraft systems, and FMS. In addition, on the top line, you have nav radios, transponder, and comms. The nav radios will default to auto-tune. The nearest navigation aids will be displayed below the frequency select windows. When pressing one of the nearby nav aids, you may choose to select it into the active or standby frequency windows. The frequencies may be entered manually as well, or for ease of use, the identifier may be entered instead. The frequency swap button changes from standby to active frequency. The transponder page will allow you to set the various transponder modes, as well as TCAS settings. The VHF pages allow for user frequency presets to be stored for quick selection. As with the nav radios, you may choose to copy the selected frequency into either the active or standby frequency windows. You can also choose between 8.33 and 25 frequency spacing. We will now have a closer look at the aircraft system pages, starting with the miscellaneous page. Here you will be able to change wiper settings, wash windshield, pitot heat, aural inhibit mode, and chip burn. The default pitot mode is auto. Note that there is now a quick access bar on the right-hand side of the screen. From there you can jump directly to the electrical page, fuel page, hydraulics page, lights page, direct to page, and the home button. The ECS page allows you to select one of the three ECS modes: only vent, ECS auto, and backup. You will also find the ECS settings and the ECS shutoff valves. The breakers page provides status and overview of electrical bars, and also allow you to trip or reset virtual breakers. Systems on emergency bus 1 and 2 have physical breakers on the overhead. All other systems have virtual breakers that can be accessed by selecting the maintenance button. The kits page has 4 sub-pages: camera, cockpit, cabin, and miscellaneous. Note that all these pages are based on the aircraft configuration, and more options exist than those mentioned here. On the camera page, the various cameras are toggled on or off. By default, the external camera and rotor track and balance cameras are on. The cockpit page enables toggling off power to the EFB power outlets and the USB socket. The cabin page enables toggling of the hoist intercom power. The miscellaneous page holds the active vibration control system, AVCS, and the AIS transponder settings. The electrical page contains controls for the various electrical buses on the helicopter. By default, these are all in the auto position. Note that there is a quick access button to the breakers page. The fuel page has the controls for the fuel shutoff valves. And likewise, the hydraulic page has the controls for the hydraulic shutoff valves. The lights page has the controls for external lights. Furthermore, it provides access to the internal lights. Note that the overhead, instrument, and console lights are only adjustable when the light control switch on the pedestal is in the night or NVG position. The external lights page also provides backup controls for the landing lights, as well as anti-collision and position lights. We will now have a closer look at the aircraft management pages, starting with the init page. The first section contains the weight and balance page. This allows entry of weight carried to ensure accurate calculation of the performance. The first of the 2 performance pages allows for adjustment of climb, cruise, descent, and go-around data. The second performance page allows setting departure, arrival, and cruise data, if required for more accurate planning. The fuel reserve page allows for entry of fuel reserve. If the calculated arrival fuel is less than your stated fuel reserve, you will get a message. The avionics page provides a status overview of the major avionics systems. It also allows for override of AMMC master selection and database update. The settings page contains date and time settings, aircraft data, heading reference settings, and access to DMAPs and mission pages. The DMAP settings pages have various subpages for additional settings. We will not go into much detail on each page, as they are fairly self-explanatory. The mission pages allow access to points, circles, and polylines. Mission objects are erased when the aircraft is powered down. Circles allow for up to 3 concentric circles to be added to each circle object. Polylines are added on the DMAP page of the MFD. The test page lets you perform various system tests. Cyclic, collective, and yaw force trims can be disabled on the trim page. The maintenance page provides 4 sub-pages: software configuration, data transfer save, data transfer load, and health and usage monitoring system. On the HUMS page, you are able to perform rotor track and balance measurements. The utilities page only contains a screen wipe function for this specific aircraft. We will now have a look at the flight management system part of the EDCU. Firstly, it is important to verify the validity of the navigation database. On the active flight plan page, you are able to build or import your flight plan. You can also delete the entire flight plan. From the flight plan list, you can easily select from flight plans you have previously created. From the active flight plan page, you have a shortcut to the progress page. When airborne, the active flight plan will give you ETA at each waypoint, while the progress page will give you ETE and fuel remaining. On the vector to point and required time of arrival subpage, you can select a waypoint to get information about bearing, range, time to go, and fuel remaining direct to that waypoint. The RTA will give information about the required speed to reach the waypoint at the required time. The navigation and air data subpages are self-explanatory. The position sensor subpage provides important information about the source used for navigation and its accuracy. On the pause source sensor selection page, you will see the estimated position uncertainty for each sensor. For Phase 8, it is not permitted to manually select a sensor for navigation, so the default auto must be used. In case of GPS jamming or loss of signal that leads to loss of GPS 1 and GPS 2, the system will automatically revert to DME or VOR DME, based on which provides the lowest EPU. You are able to perform rain predictions on each of the GPS pages. On the Baro VNAV page, You are able to see relevant VNAV data based on altitude selected in the active flight plan pages. You are also able to select approach speeds. Pressing the altitude selection window will enable entry in the active flight plan page. The Direct To page allows the quick selection of a Direct To point from either the active flight plan, waypoints, or the alternate flight plan. The Nav page provides the flight plan list, waypoint database. Departure. Arrival and approach. User VFR approach. This enables the creation of a user VFR approach that can be flown coupled in approach mode using the autopilot. Arrival data. The Fix page allows for easy marking of your current position. You are also able to select the ComNav backup system from the main page of the EDCU. The ADF and optional FM radio are selected in the top left corner. Messages are read by pushing the message button in the top right corner. An amber message caption is also visible on the PFD when a new message is created.